Good morning and welcome to Today in Putnam County, hosted by Putnam County Mayor Randy Porter, the show that takes a look at the events and what's happening all around Putnam County, as well as interviews with local, community, and business leaders. And now, sharing his insights and experience, here's Today in Putnam County with County Mayor Randy Porter.
I'm County Mayor Randy Porter. It's Today in Putnam County. Thanks for joining us this week. Hope you're having a great weekend. This week's show is all about the Upper Cumberland Homebuilders Association. And my guests this week are Catherine Jackson and Tom Sergio. Thanks for being on the show today, guys. Appreciate y'all being here.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us.
Y'all are about to put on a big event that we were talking off the air that my wife loves, and I know there's a lot of other folks love it too. And it's called the Parade of Homes, coming up, I guess, August 24th and 25th. Talk about that Parade of Homes, because I know it's been going on for a while, and it might took a little break, and now it's coming back. So, Catherine, kind of fill us in on what's about to happen.
Yes, we did take a little break. Our last parade was in 2021, and that was hard to pull off because of, COVID and everything like that. But we're way past that now, and we are kicking off this year's parade with 9 homes spanning from Sparta through Cookeville and all the way to a barn dominium in Livingston.
Oh, wow.
So we are thrilled, and we sent the magazine to print this morning, and we'll have tickets ready to go.
And so basically these homes, you'll have a map that'll show you where all the homes are, and folks can just go to these homes and go in and look around and see what the homes are about. I know when we built our last house several years ago, we did that and looked at inside finishes and stuff of what other people did, so you kind of get an idea of what you can do, right?
Right. We'll have local exhibitors and associates on site that can talk to you in detail about their specific products that are featured in the homes.
Tom, of course, local builder here. Sergio & Sons has been for many years, one of our general contractors, and have done a great job with building in our community. Even got a log cabin involved in this,
We got a log cabin this year.
Tell us about it. It kind of took the place of another house or something, right?
Well, the old home place was on the site originally, and it's right where the river bends around in Sparta. And so you've got riverfront view from two sides, and I guess when the wintertime you even get a little bit more than that.
Wow.
But the old house was torn down several years back, and when we arrived, there was just some stones there, and we stayed away from the walnut trees so we could save them, and went right back to work.
That's great.
So and it turned out it's a really nice home.
So Parade of Homes you're expanded now, right? I mean, I was thinking maybe a few years ago it was basically in Cookeville. Now you're going over into Livingston and Sparta and all these places. Is it growing? Is that the key?
Yeah, the organization is growing, and we have builders that are members. You need to be a member of the Homebuilders Association locally to be able to list your home in the parade. Luckily for us, we have them in Sparta, Livingston, and all over the place.
So tell folks about how they can get tickets and go about being a part of this.
We will have tickets for sale, $10 at First National Bank locations, Home Core on the west side, Stovers, Williams Wholesale, and Cookeville Kitchen Sales, which is located in the building where Irrationale Kitchen is.
Sure.
But we will have tickets at the door the days of the event. There will be $15 at the door.
So get them ahead of time. It's August the 24th and 25th. Tickets, if you buy them ahead of time, $10 a piece. Get to go to all these places and listen to all these contractors and talk about their products. Tom, there's so much new stuff coming out in building.
There is.
I mean, it's amazing with some of the neat stuff. Talk a little bit about that. And I mean, you're seeing your industry really change with a lot of new technology and stuff.
It is. I think there's a lot of things that are on the market now that we didn't see in our area for a long time. That we would see them. I would see them. I'd go to the International Builder Show, and I would see things there. But it just took a long time for things to get here. And one thing, for instance, would be like granite.
Yeah.
Years ago, granite was sky high, and hardly anybody used granite. And now it's almost the countertop of choice because of the competition in the market, plus the people from the other areas coming in and requesting granite. And it's, they've basically taken the place of the poured marble tops. They don't even, we haven't put a poured marble top in years, and it's, that's kind of where the industry's headed.
Well, and we've got these suppliers now that are here local that you can get it from. And you, like I say before, you were trying to get it coming from somewhere else a long ways. Foundations have changed too, haven't they? I mean,
they have.
We built our first house many years ago. We had a basement. My wife won't live anywhere without a basement. It was because of storms and the job that I was in emergency service for all those years. But concrete block, and you always had problems with moisture, different things. And the last one we built, the poured concrete, amazing at how much difference that is, and no moisture and nothing.
Well, so the off-site poured concrete walls are what's most popular.
Yes, that's what we had. Where they make them and bring them in.
Yep.
Yeah,
which are nice because it allows us to just get it ready. You don't have to worry about. I think the first time we ever used it, we were doing a house off a hill, and I had to bring a pump in, concrete pump, to do footers. I had to bring a pump in to do the walls. I had to bring a pump in to do the floor. Instead, we backed up to the hole, dumped the rock in, got everything graded out. They came, set the walls, and only had to pump the floor.
It's amazing.
And which was I don't want to say it was a big money saver, but it sure saved a lot of time and a lot of screwing around and a lot of opportunity for things to go south.
Absolutely, and long term in a house like that, it's amazing. I know our basement is just so sound and dry, and we didn't have that with the old concrete block type foundations and basements. I'm talking with Catherine Jackson and Tom Sergio today with the Upper Cumberland Homebuilders Association. We're talking about the new parade of homes that's going to be on August 24th and 25th, and also talking about construction going on in Putnam County. Tom, we keep growing, okay? I keep thinking, and I remember many years ago, and I'll call his name, talked to a friend of mine, Jerry Gall, which has done a lot of building in Cookeville, and I said, Jerry, when are we going to be maxed out with condo houses and apartments? And he said, not for a long time, Randy. He said they're buying them and renting them and leasing them fast and build them. That hadn't changed any. Interest rates are a lot higher. They're not as high as what they used to be. But the construction business still seems to be really strong here. Is that right?
Yeah, it's really strong still. And we do a lot of commercial work also, and that's never been as dependent on the mortgage rates.
Yeah.
But even then, I mentioned something one time to a banker about, with the rates going up, is that going to be a problem? Is that going to hurt you? And they kind of said, well, you know what? 4%, that's not sustainable. That's not, everybody loves to have 4%, but you can't keep it. And they were like, well, if you remember back several years, all of a sudden 8% was our normal.
My first.
And I remember when it was 21%.
I was about to say back in the 80s.
In the 80s, and listening to, people go, dang, this is crazy.
Yeah.
But I think one thing we did find is that when the rates went up, people were so close to the edge that, they were basing their house size on what they could pay.
Right.
And we did see that make a little bit of a difference, because instead of being able to have a bigger house with a lower mortgage, they were smaller houses, same mortgage.
Absolutely.
So, and I think that the demand is still there.
It's still amazing that we never caught up with our inventory, have we? And I know the tornado played a big part of that.
We didn't even need the tornado.
We didn't. We were already
we were already slammed without the tornado.
And then we lost a couple of hundred homes in that tornado. Totally gone. And then trying to catch back up. It almost seems like, too, that we've got a shortage of contractors. I remember back before the 08-09 financial crisis, I know several of them may have went out of business. But it seems like now, even with us, when we're doing bids at the county, it's hard to get contractors to bid because they've got so many jobs going on.
Yeah, and that's a big problem. And I guess there's probably the same number of contractors, but a lot of them have went into specialized areas. They're like, if somebody comes up and I'd like to do a custom home, and people are going, man, all we do is spec homes right now because that's where the money is.
Right.
And where when things aren't selling as quick, people are more apt to want to do custom homes and stuff like that.
Yeah. We got to take a break. We're talking with the Upper Cumberland Homebuilders Association folks today, Catherine Jackson and Tom Sergio. Stay with us.
And now, back to Today in Putnam County, hosted by Putnam County Mayor Randy Porter.
Welcome back to Today in Putnam County. I'm your host, County Mayor Randy Porter. Hope you're having a great weekend. Show this week, it's about our local Upper Cumberland Home Builders Association and some of the events they put on. One of them is the Parade of Homes, and I've got Catherine Jackson and Tom Sergio with me to talk about this morning. Catherine, we're talking about the new Parade of Homes. Had a little break there for a while. I guess the last one back in 2021, starting it back up, but expanding it and taking taking it to other places. Tell us about the Parade of Homes and when it's going to be.
Yes, it's going to be this month on the 24th and 25th, Saturday from 10 to 5, Sunday from 12 to 5. And we've got 9 homes this year that we are proud to present, all the way from Sparta through Cookeville and on to Livingston.
So it's going to be great. This has been going on for a lot of years, Parade of Homes. I've been with my wife on several of them. Kind of took a break there with COVID. It was difficult. But going back, I mean, for folks that hadn't been a part of it and went on this, if you're looking to remodel, build, or do anything with a home, this is a key thing to do. Go to these Parade of Homes and you're going to meet all these contractors that do all these different specialty things inside a home, from probably sheetrock to plumbing to electrical and all these things. And you'll be able to actually see how they've done it in a home and be able to talk to these folks and get the ideas, right?
Right. Even onto the finishes and innovative new products that people are using. And everybody's shopping online now, and that's so easy. But to actually go inside and touch it and see how it all works and have somebody there to explain it to you is really nice.
Gives you ideas, doesn't it, Tom, about, I mean, you have in your mind what you want your house to look like or what the remodel is going to look like. But until you really can see it in somewhere else, it's kind of hard to imagine what it's going to be. Isn't it? Absolutely. And I think not only that, I think some of the houses that are in the parade this year, obviously the one that the log cabin in Sparta that we have in there was custom. Several of those houses are for sale, and so the people are showing off what the contractors are showing off their ability and saying, hey, this is the kind of product we try to turn out, and if you like this one, we can either build you another one or you could buy this one right here on that day, right? On that
Correct.
day.
Absolutely.
I think there'll be realtors. I've heard that there'll be realtors on hand at several of the houses that, are some of the ones that are clustered together. They'll have a table or two saying, hey, come on in, look around if you're interested. Or if you look at something else we got.
Yeah. 8 of the 9 houses will be for sale on that day. So it'll be exciting.
Oh, I'm the only one that doesn't have one for
Right.
sale.
Yeah, come on, Tom. You got to get in the game now. So you can either buy one of those houses that day or just look around and talk to these folks. You got a lot of great individuals, contractors and folks that help do these houses. And so it's going to be a great time. 2 days there, August 24th, 25th. If they want tickets early, $10, right?
Correct. At various locations, the ticket sales will be $10 beforehand. And on the 24th and 25th at all of the houses, tickets will be for sale for $15 at the door.
So say $5 if you get it ahead of time. First National Bank locations, Home Core, Stovers, Williams Wholesale, Cookville Kitchen Sales, lots of places that you can go and get your tickets. Y'all also do another event, Catherine, that's always been a big hit here. I don't know how many years it's been going on. That's a home and garden show. Still have plans to do it this next year?
We do. Coming this spring, 2025. And stay tuned for more details. We'd love to get back on your show and talk to you about it closer to time.
Absolutely, we will. Tom, Homebuilders Association.
Yes.
I've been to some of your meetings and Christmas parties and different things. I've been amazed at how it's grown and all the different aspects of contracting are in there. Talk about that and how that's happened and what's the secret behind that?
Well, I mean, I don't know that there really is a secret. I mean, I don't know when the first year was. I know I joined in 89. We first went into business, and I've been either president or on the board since then. I guess I must have missed a meeting somewhere along the way.
I was going to say, if you miss a meeting, you're going to get nominated.
Exactly. No, we've got a pretty good group of guys, and we've made a bigger push this year because I think COVID's kind of pushed several people out, and I don't mean pushed them out, but our meetings were funny, and then people got busy, and it's unfortunately busy causes people to stray.
Don't think they don't have time. They don't think to come to meetings.
But we've got a good group, and everybody gets along. We all get in there, and we talk about the upcoming products. We talk about things that affect builders, and actually, I mean, we got a lot of subcontractors, bankers, material suppliers, people like that, and are also in. And so they're bringing things in, and we talk regulations and laws and that affect us. Things coming before the state that affect us, and stuff like that. So, but I mean, most of us guys, for a long time, we had and we still do a policy of kind of work with a builder member.
Yeah.
And so we all get along, and it's not unusual for us to be hanging out beyond that at times.
And that's what's so great. I mean, y'all are in competition with each other, but then really you're not.
Right
I mean,
now,
there's so much work
right now
to be
you call
done.
somebody, go, you want this one?
Yeah, would you like to have this one? And that's great for folks to get along that good and gain that knowledge. How often do you meet? Is it monthly?
Monthly, except for the summer. We've got June and July off, but every month, and we try to spotlight something new and interesting for all of the members, to come and meet and have a meal and chat afterwards.
Yeah. So if one of the contractors or any of these folks that would fit in would want to join, how would they do that?
They could get on our website. They can contact me directly. My email is home@uchba.com, and the phone number is 931-528-7472.
Great.
And there's quite a few benefits to joining the Homebuilders. I mean, there's rebates on different products. Catherine would know better.
Yes, tons
I
of
get in
rebates.
on the Lowe's and the Verizon one.
Yes.
And I think the truck I got, I was able to save $500 because I was a Homebuilder member.
Well, that's great. So there's a lot of benefets to being a part of the
It
association.
pays for itself.
Tom, we lost one of our long-time builders the other day. I saw where Freddie Holloway had hung it up and retired. He actually built both of our houses, him and his dad, over the years. And Holloway Construction, I guess, is hung up. Of course, we lost Eddie, his brother. But shout out to Freddie. Wish you well on your retirement. And they did a lot of great things for Putnam County. We only got a couple of minutes left, but I wanted to ask you, house prices have increased dramatically over the last few years, and a lot of that's had to do with people moving here from other places. I hear it all the time. We moved here from California. We sold our house out there for $2 million, and we came here and we were amazed what we could buy for $500,000, and that's caused a lot of it. But it's hurting our newlyweds and new couples trying to find a house, and so what's your aspect of that? I mean, what do you think's going on with the starter homes not being there anymore like they used to be?
Well, I think the starter homes, they're still there. They're just not.
They're not priced.
They're not priced for there.
Yeah.
And then there again, I think there's a shortage also of the smaller homes to begin with. I think a lot of it was COVID hit, material prices went sky high.
Right.
People, and once the prices went high, people started migrating and immigrating to our area, and people were seeing that spec houses were selling really well.
Oh, yeah.
And that's why I was mentioned earlier that a lot of times the people that do custom houses and the people that they're like, man, we're just going to stay to these spec houses. And I think that's caused the prices to go up. And then, like I say, plus there's just a short supply and demand.
It's an inventory issue.
It's an inventory issue, and there's just not enough houses. And, and you start looking around and you go, well, we need more lots. And you see some of the stuff that's being built right now on some of the areas, and you got to look at it and go, I think we're out of property because there's nothing built on anything flat any longer.
No.
Everything's on a hill. Everything
Sitting on the side of a hill, building hundreds of houses. It's crazy.
And it's everybody's gotten creative with their foundations.
Absolutely. Hey, I appreciate you guys being on the show today. I wish you the best with your Parade of Homes, August 24th, 25th. If you got questions, get with the Upper Cumberland Home Builders Association and get with Catherine, and she'll get you fixed up with some tickets to that. Wish you the best. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Stay with us. Got
Thanks
to take a
for having
break. We got Heart of the Cumberland coming up with an event they're going to be having. That'll be next.
And now back to Today in Putnam County, hosted by Putnam County Mayor Randy Porter.
My next guest today is one of my old-time friends. I've known this lady for many years, and she's done a great job. First met her at the Chamber of Commerce. We was cutting ribbons together, Diane. And
many ribbons.
Many ribbons. And now she's with the Heart of the Cumberland. This is a great group, one of our local nonprofits. They do peer support groups for children and adults that are grieving from the loss of a loved one. And Diane, you've got a big event coming up August 20th and the 27th. Tell us about that.
I'm so excited about this. At the Chamber, I did a lot of events, love events because I love people. And at the Heart of the Cumberland, I have the same role as development. And so, Randy, the way Heart of the Cumberland sustains its ministry is donations.
Right.
And so we're always looking at a way to receive donations, but kind of give back to a win-win for everyone and have fun. And so this online auction, Tays, I want to give a shout out to Tays Auction. They are providing the platform.
Oh, wow. Sam Tays, they're a great group of people.
Sam Tays, Clarence from Monterey.
Oh, yeah.
And Sam went to Sunday school at Monterey First Baptist with my children, and
Was he
his
mean?
mother was...
Was he mean back then?
Sam?
Yeah.
I was just paying attention to my kids and trying to keep them under control.
I'm just kidding, Sam. He's a great guy. We love their family.
And I just so appreciate him because I've never done an auction. So they're helping us do this online auction. It begins August the 20th. That's a Tuesday. It goes until the next Tuesday, the 27th. So it's like 7 days. But you know, Randy, our community has a lot of talent.
Amen. We really do.
Local artists.
Oh, yes.
And I love our local artists and their work.
Absolutely.
So that's why I wanted to concentrate and make the auction about our local artists. And if anybody is hearing this and you would want to donate to this auction, maybe increase awareness for you being an artist, I would so appreciate it. And you can call me at 931-644-3021 if you would like to donate to the auction. We'll be taking items right down to August 20th. It's online. If you go on Tay's auction right now, you'll already see where it's coming up for Heart of the Cumberland. And the proceeds are going to go to our grief ministry and our best groups in Putnam County Schools, which we are working with 600 students, we think, this coming year. They need a lot of snacks. We have curriculum that we have to produce. And then, Randy, we want to remember Grief Awareness Day, August 30th.
Right.
And, you know, just being mindful of people you know that have gone through grief. Sometimes we forget after the funeral.
Yeah.
But just on that day, the 30th, remember, I know everybody has their own grief, but we want to highlight that and recognize that day. Then another day I want you to recognize is the Friday between those two Tuesdays. On the 23rd, I will be at Tay's auction, located at 620 Maxwell Street, where you can come in and see all the items in person.
Wow, get to preview what's going to be sold.
You come and preview everything that's online. You can come touch it.
Wow, and see it.
Well, maybe not.
Yeah,
don't mess up
just
anything.
Look at it. We don't want to mess it up.
Yes. And I'll be there to meet and greet you and tell you about the artist. And we want people to donate in memory of a loved one.
Well, they should donate just being able to meet you that day.
Oh,
and be
yes.
able, yeah.
I'll do autographs and give you a bottle of water, too.
So
we're excited.
Well, Diane, that's great. Heart of the Cumberland does a great job. Folks, that's August the 20th through the 27th. It's going to be on taysauctions.com, and all the proceeds go to Heart of the Cumberland. But if you want to donate, we have a lot of our local artists. They actually display in the courthouse there in the hallway by my office, and we've got folks that do that. So we'll reach out to them. Maybe they'd like to donate something.
I'd love it.
And, you know, folks, go and bid, because everything you're doing is tax deductible. It's going to Heart of the Cumberland. It's easy to go online, but if you'd like to meet Diane and see all of these pieces of art, you can go by on Friday, August the 23rd from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. We're talking about Heart of the Cumberland. It's a special online auction that they're having as a benefit to raise proceeds. They all go to Heart of the Cumberland. Diane, let's talk about Heart of the Cumberland, okay? What a great organization. And you see all these folks, especially in our day and time, young people, kids. I mean, it's so sad. They have lost parents. They've lost grandparents, lost brothers or sisters, people in their lives. And it's from every possible thing, from cancer, different illnesses and things, drug overdoses. I mean, we just see all kinds of things happening and going on, don't you?
Randy, in the schools, best groups, we call it, and we're in all the schools in Putnam County, starting at second grade. And best group stands for Be Each Other's Support Team. And these kids, it's more than grief and loss from death.
Yeah.
It's from divorce, the family divorced. Maybe a parent is incarcerated. Maybe they're deployed.
Yeah.
Maybe they're in foster care. I am amazed at these students that are carrying a heavy load and trying to learn at the same time. But here's the good thing. You know how we are. If we're having a problem and you talk to a friend and they say, I understand, I've been there, you feel better.
Yeah.
So the students in this peer support groups, they start supporting each other. They bond. They realize they're not the only one going through something that maybe they're embarrassed about. So just seeing them bond and put their little arms around each other and say, I know how you feel, that happened to me. And then to hear them clap when somebody comes in and says, I'm getting to go back to my mom.
Yes.
But the courts are going to let my mom.
Yeah.
And all those kids in that group start just clapping.
Because they're all experiencing
they're so happy for each other.
Yeah,
when
similar.
Yes.
And if you lost a child or something, I might be able to say, well, Diane, I feel for you. I don't know what you're going through, though. But these kids all are experiencing similar situations, and to be able to talk to each other and to talk with somebody that's experiencing that similar situation makes all the difference, doesn't it?
We all need to belong and have a sense of community and friends, and some of them come into group feeling totally left out, that they're different, that they don't fit in, but then they find out others are in their same situation. In community groups, it is about loss of by death, and it's loss of young babies, children, adult children, spouses, and we even have a group for suicidal loss. And we have even a Zoom group for caregivers who are taking care of people and just need a community of people to talk to. They don't even have time to get out and go to the grocery store.
They can, yeah.
If people will just call Heart of the Cumberland at 931-525-2600 if you know someone suffering a loss. Randy, the reason that we have sustained a ministry for 15 years, the reason that no one pays anything is because of our donations, individuals, companies, and we don't, we get some grants, and we really appreciate you and Putnam County and the committee that makes those decisions and the support that Putnam County has given us. Thank you.
Well, we're a great community we live in,
yes.
Diane, and y'all do such a great job at Heart of the Cumberland, and I appreciate y'all. It's unbelievable that what y'all do on a day-to-day basis. One last recap. August the 20th through the 27th, taysauctions.com. They're going to be bidding. You can go and bid on art that's going to be put up, and all the benefits go to Heart of the Cumberland. Diane, thank you for being with us today. I appreciate you, and I appreciate what all the folks at Heart of the Cumberland do.
Thank you for the opportunity.
That's our show for this week. I hope you join us every weekend for Today in Putnam County. I'm County Mayor Randy Porter. I hope you have a great rest of your weekend, and may God continue to bless our great county.
You've been listening to Today in Putnam County, hosted by Putnam County Mayor Randy Porter.